Are you serious? Another cooking video, bro? Yes, bro, another one. So we're gonna do eggs today, but like more specialized to getting lean, because I already did a scrambled eggs video. But you know, I was like, hey, you could put beans and cheese in it, which you could still put cheese, this is fat free. But it was more catered to bulking as opposed to getting lean. So now it's about getting lean. All you're gonna need is some salsa. My mama made this for me. But you get it at the store. And salsa takes you a long way. Per ounce, it's only 2 carbs. It's fucking great. It has a lot of flavor. Fat-free cheese, optional. I'm gonna use it because, I mean, it tastes a little funny because it's fat-free, but I can pretend like I'm eating cheese, man. Eggs, of course, Canadian bacon for flavor, and it's really good. Kale, I got 2 ounces of kale in here. You can use really any vegetable. I don't count kale for carbs because it's mainly fiber. I've tried this dish with spinach and celery, just a bunch of different things. I found kale to be the best because it retains a lot of its volume when you saute it, which is what we're gonna do. Compared to 2 ounces of spinach, it really shrinks up, and then it's like you didn't even eat anything. And so like the point, right, is for you to feel full the longest. And kale's perfect for that. Mushrooms, I got 3 ounces of mushrooms in here. If you're dieting and you're not eating mushrooms, you're a crazy person, because 1 ounce of these bad boys is 1 carb and 1 fat. That's pretty fucking good. And ricotta cheese, it makes your eggs creamy-ish and just more delicious-ish. You can substitute this for cottage cheese or sour cream, or you know, whatever you want. The point is you want to be creative with your stuff. This is just what I do, so you can do variations. You could try stuff on your own. That's the point of this. You could also use, like, I also tried it with like salad dressings, like really low calorie ones, but I've settled on ricotta. I think it's the most delicious and complement to everything else. So you want to use a cooking spray for this. It's really just personal preference. I like to use olive oil. I've already pre-sprayed my pan, and you want to set it at a medium heat for now, right? So we're gonna do 3 ounces of salsa, and you can scale it up, scale it down, whatever. I'm pretty low carb right now, so 3 ounces is kind of all I can afford. So 3 ounces of salsa right in there. That should be about 3. Survey says 2.8, close enough. So 3 ounces of salsa, and then I've already pre-washed this kale. Put your kale in there. Actually, I should have put the shrooms first, which I already pre-washed also. And you put your shrooms in there, and you kind of want to space it out so it's nice and pretty and looks good and sautés evenly. And also you want to put your Canadian bacon in there. I'm using half a serving, which is 2 slices, not the whole 4 slices. And since you saw my other eggs video, you know, you gotta just rip it up and put it in there. While this is sitting here on medium heat and you're sauteing it, you can crack your egg whites. I'm gonna use 8. I'm gonna use egg whites. Oh, or if you're a rich guy and you can afford egg whites in a carton, ooh, Mr. Fancy, you just have to sit here and wait for this to saute. Sorry, that's what you get for having money. While this sautés for a little, I'm gonna go crack my eggs, and we'll see you back here shortly. Sorry to crack my eggs, but this still isn't ready. So as you can see, the kale has really like shrunk a lot. You see that? So you want to let this sit for a few more minutes till it's all like evenly cooked. And now you want to add some salt to it, not too much. So just keep stirring this, just making sure everything is like evenly spaced, so everything gets cooked thoroughly for a few more minutes, and then you can put your egg whites on. So come check this out. This is when you know it's just about ready. All the kale is kind of like meshed, you know what I mean? Everything's pretty thoroughly cooked. All the salsa has kind of evaporated, just leaving the tomato part. So now is when you add your egg whites. Pow. And then you put a little bit more salt. Once you put your egg whites in, crank up the heat to medium high. And then, you know, just make sure you stir it consistently, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So this is what your egg should look like once they're done cooking, just about. And now is when we add the ricotta cheese. And so, since we're doing, by the way, this is low fat, they don't have fat free, but it's only 2 fat, which isn't bad. So now we're adding 1 serving, which is 55 grams. 55 grams. Put it right on top. You want to keep it in the pan. That way it kind of warms up because you know it's cold. And then just mix it all together. By the way, just turn off your heat before you do this. Don't do this with the heat on. You don't want to burn your cheese. It tastes funny. Trust me. I know. So you mix this really well so it's evenly distributed. And once you see that it's evenly distributed, then is when you top it with your weird tasting fat-free cheese. I also use feta cheese sometimes, but I didn't feel like using that today. So we're using this fat-free mozzarella cheese. I'm doing 1 ounce. That's a little more than 1 ounce. And just kind of sprinkling it through. And that's it. And done. Oh, look at that. Look how pretty it is. Ooh, this looks so good. So, I'm gonna show you how I eat my eggs because it's a little funny. So, of course, I have to have my 2 amazingest hot sauces in the world. If you follow me on Instagram, you see me do this shit all the time. I've tested a shit ton of hot sauces with this method. So, first off, I will separate the cheesiest parts, right? I'll separate the cheesiest parts like so, and have that in a corner, right? This is the one I don't touch. And then I'll get the rest, I'll separate the rest, and I'll compartmentalize them into 3 different zones. And so now, this is the one that's just I eat plainly, but the other ones is what I always do because I always want variety in my meals. So the other one of these sections I'll do this section with Valentina. Pow, 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 pow. Right. I'll do this section with Sriracha, just like so. And then this last section, ooh, it takes both. This is weird. I shouldn't have done this with 2 hands. I'll mix them together. And that's probably the most delicious section, by the way. So there you go. This is the weird shit I do with my eggs. Hey, look, my social media and stuff you should follow, because you'll see stuff like this on there, just not in this detail. Hey, look, my email. If you're trying to get shredded and feel bad but look good, email me, and I do training plans. Remember, you have to buy my shit as I mentioned earlier, I can't afford egg whites by the carton. I'm still cracking my egg whites. And that's because you don't buy shit from me. If you bought shit from me, I'd be a happy boy with my little egg white carton. Ha. So, I'm gonna take a little break from cooking videos now. I know you're probably tired of it. Don't know what I'll do next week, but I'll do something that's not this. So, I'll see ya next week.